Mia, what's happening?
Yeah, that's what I'd like to know. I could swear that I just heard Sheridan screaming.
It's not Sheridan. Dr. Ackland said it was another patient. I just checked on Sheridan a little while ago. She was in her room. She was asleep.
Well, fine. Now, why don't you let Dr. Russell go in and make sure she's okay?
Luis is right. It's better to be safe than sorry.
Dr. Russell, stop. Sheridan's fine, okay?
Since when? Yeah, she looked like death warmed over last time you had me kicked out of here.
Mijo, ¿eso verdad?
What Luis said got me a little worried, so I went and I grilled Dr. Ackland about Sheridan's treatment. He said that Sheridan is undergoing intense psychotherapy right now, and yes, he's been giving her drugs to help her calm down afterwards, but everything is going as planned. Sheridan will soon realize that her baby is dead and she can move on from there.
I'd still like to see her.
Why? I mean, you said Dr. Ackland is a top-rate psychiatrist.
Yes, he has a very good reputation, but frankly, seeing him with Alistair, I find that very troubling. And these screams that we've been hearing, it sounds like Sheridan, and if that's the case, something is...
I didn't come back here to fight you over Sheridan, Antonio. I just want to make sure that she's okay. I just want Dr. Russell to see her. Or even Julian here thinks that she's in danger.
Antonio, mijo, what harm can it do for Eve to see Sheridan?
Look, I know Sheridan was in rough shape before, but Dr. Ackland said that she's going through some intense therapy right now. And think about it, do you really think Alistair would approve of some kind of therapy that was going to hurt his own daughter?
Yeah, I do.
Alistair.
Where's Sheridan? What are you doing to her?
Luis, you seem to forget I don't owe you an explanation for anything. Sheridan's my daughter, Antonio's wife. You have no legal standing in her life whatsoever. Now, I suggest you leave before Antonio's forced to have you thrown out of here yet again.
Well, Antonio wants the same thing that I want for her. Just want her to be okay.
Sheridan is getting the best care possible. Dr. Ackland's an eminent psychiatrist, isn't he, Dr. Russell?
He has a very good reputation, but...
As do you, my dear. So unless there's something in Dr. Ackland's past, drug or alcohol abuse that no one but you knows about, I don't see the need to question his treatment, do you?
Father, a word, I insist.
Why, of course. If you'll excuse us.
I'm sorry, Dr. Russell, but Dr. Ackland refuses to see you.
What?
He said he's at a sensitive point in Sheridan's treatment and can't be disturbed.
Are you hearing this? Huh? All Dr. Russell wants to do is talk to Ackland, just to make sure that she's okay, and he won't see her. Why? Because Ackland is hiding something, and he doesn't want us to find out what the hell it is.
Oh, come on, Luis. That's just your take on the situation. Maybe Dr. Ackland's doing his job by putting Sheridan first, instead of getting sidetracked by a bunch of outsiders with their own agendas.
Oh, so you think that I'm using Dr. Russell to get to Sheridan?
You broke every rule in the book already, Luis. Why should I believe you now?
Antonio, mijo, you are letting your anger towards Luis affect your judgment towards Sheridan's well-being. Now, insist that Dr. Russell see Sheridan. Set everyone's mind at ease. Mine included.
All right. Answer me one question, though, first.
Of course, mijo. Anything.
Who do you think Sheridan should be with? Me or Luis?
That is something for Sheridan to decide.
I know that, but you have to have an opinion one way or another. So who do you think she should be with?
Oh, God, forgive me. Luis.
My own family's turned against me.
It's not true.
Of course not.
person that believes in Sheridan, and my love is Alistair. I'm sorry that Luis dragged you down here, Dr. Russell. It's obvious that he was only trying to use you to get to Sheridan. And he's got Mama cheering him on like I'm the enemy.
That is not true, Antonio.
Yes, it is. My own family is against me. Alistair's the only one that thinks I belong with Sheridan, my wife.
Could you please just put your anger towards me and Luis aside for just 1 second and let Eve see Sheridan and make sure she's all right?
No! You all have been playing me for the fool ever since I came back to Harmony, but not anymore. I'm gonna do what's best for Sheridan, my wife. And that means not letting Dr. Russell or anyone else interfere with her therapy.
Well, whatever Ackland is doing to her isn't helping Sheridan. It's hurting her, Antonio.